Hey MGTOWs, this is Vention. I had another amusing encounter with probably a woman, almost certainly, because usually guys don't get this angry when they find out about MGTOW. And I'm afraid it's probably because she probably saw my video where I referred to to women as vag tards. And that wasn't very nice. It really wasn't. But oh well, sometimes I've been known to say things that people don't like. Anyway, and and it's funny because usually I don't get this anymore, but in the past, when women would like first discover MGTOW, they would like they would get really angry. They would like getting, they would sometimes have this tremendous, almost poetic mix of of synergistic, uh, almost poetic combination of obscenities and profanity, and it's mixed in a way that it just seems to amplify, and it's like, wow, it's like you have to. I've nodded to myself, impressed with their eloquence in the past. Well, anyway, this woman, I guess it's a woman, it says, uh, she calls herself a rat trap supervisor, and it's, I don't know why she picked that logo, but it says, "What a sad, pathetic life you live if you have foregone the love of a woman, and it turned you into a hermit whose only joy at the end of the day is to pull on your," and I didn't really include the rest of the thing, but I discovered that she apparently deleted her comment, so I couldn't actually copy the rest. But let's say it was obscene. Anyway, I responded, "Looks like deleted your comment, so I'll answer you here." I just went to her channel and put it under the discussion tab. Um, and I was saying, you're right about the string being at my age. I'm 55. Um, what women can provide to me is such a small thing, and it's like, so irrelevant that it just doesn't make. I mean, there's nothing that a woman can do to really attract me into her life, right? Um, there's like this pleasant waitress who can't stop winking at me, and she's good looking for somebody who's in my dating age category. She's not like 30 or 25 or whatever, but she's pleasant, but what she could provide to me is such a small, inadequate thing compared to the tremendous, unimaginably huge value that I would provide if she somehow managed to hook me into her life. Now, she could be thinking, "Ooh, he's independently wealthy and has terminal cancer. Ooh, yeah." Um, but but she might actually be, wanting company and all that, and I'm afraid I just can't do that. It's just not something that is practical, or it would not be a positive. What she would take away from my life, even in a casual dating situation, would be so much more than she could provide, that it would have been absolutely a waste of my time, and like winning the lottery for her, right? So the result is, I'm afraid it just can't happen. Then on top of that, you've got false accusations and Me Too, and 20 years later, she could say, "Oh, he did whatever, whatever," and then I'd have to try to prove that that something didn't happen 20 years ago. It's just not a practical situation, So, but when I address people like this, uh, I mean, I've heard all of the insults, so they have lost the ability to shock me. In a way, it's like, when a woman sleeps with like 500 men or something, and it's just nothing can ever really reach her emotionally, after all of that. And I have been insulted so much as a MGTOW that basically it has lost the ability to shock and insult. And I just say, okay, that's the insult. Now, what are they trying to say, right? And you can tell whoever it is kind of new, because I think some of them have given up because they know that we're just bored of the insults. They can't reach us anymore, right? So, but when I do that, when I discuss these things with them, and I sometimes do enjoy interacting with them, even in their rage. It's good for a laugh, right? I then try to like pull on their heartstrings a little bit, and say, oh, I wish it could have been this way, and I wish it could have done this, and it's in a way it's kind of mean, but it's good for a laugh, and so I included a little clip from a Star Trek episode where from This Side of Paradise. You'd have to see the clip. I'll probably include a link to it. But it's kind of funny, that that at 55, right, after being kind of fat and geeky all my life, the death threat of cancer has caused me to really start working on my health, and apparently I have abs now. And I'm going to show you my abs, so don't if you have a faint heart, go ahead and click off right about now. So let's see. Abs, go figure. And a lot of old skin from all of the massive rolls of fat I used to have. So anyway, especially if you're a young man, right, when it still matters, right, I would highly recommend fasting and going low carb, because, man, if I had abs like these when I was like 20 or 25, geez, I would have been a lot more popular. But the funny thing is, now that I'm 55, it just doesn't matter anymore. The only thing I'm doing now is trying to survive and enjoying the peace, freedom, and prosperity of the MGTOW lifestyle. So I'm going to leave that clip in the bottom, in the more info area. I might pin it to the top of the video. And don't get married.